Hi everyone. So today let's see Servlet based credential entry system, a JSP, JDBC and a Servlet integrated project. So we are using JE, that is Java Enterprise Edition, which is mainly based on JDBC, Servlet and JSP for our Servlet based credential entry system project. I have included MySQL as a database, HTML, CSS, JSP and JS for frontend and Java as backend. So in our application, it mainly used as a web portal with a credential entry manager. So what is our overview of this project is, our project objective is to create a web application for user login and registration using core Java technology. The main tech stacks I have used is, for frontend I have used HTML, CSS and JSP. For backend it's Java Servlet. You know, as Java Servlet is used for building dynamic web projects and it is used to handle HTTP requests and responses. And the database here I have used is MySQL via JDBC. As Java and database connection is built through JDBC, my servlet and MySQL is connected via JDBC, and server here is Apache Tomcat. So main modules of our project is, I have a project inside which I have a main where I have registered servlet, login servlet, and in web content I have index.html, login.html, home.jsp and error.jsp. So let's see how our project runs. Before seeing our project, let's understand what are the modules or files present in our project. So in our Java project, mainly I have source/main/java, which contains my package com.vc, and here I have two servlets, my servlet 1 and my servlet 2. And here we can see that reference library is MySQL connector Java. This is to connect Java and MySQL, as the driver class for Java can be accessed through MySQL connector Java. And you can see in the main I have four modules, that is error.jsp, home.jsp, index.html and login.html. I have used index.html for registering purpose and login.html for login purpose, and home and error pages are the pages which comes after the login page. That is, if you are successful in logging, you will get home page. If you get an error or if you enter wrong credentials, then it will go to error page. Likewise, my servlet 1 is for registering purpose and my servlet 2 is for login purpose. So let's see main things in my servlet 1. So here you can see the mapping URL is register, and we can see that whatever the things which is read through index.html, that is our register page, as you know that the HTTP response which is getting request which is going from front end to back end is with the data, that is we have name and password, and we have also has a button to submit. So now when you click on this submit button, you will go the data will be go to my servlet, and here it goes to post method. As I have already said that the request is carrying data, so our do post method will work here. And here what happens is, we will connect JDBC to MySQL using driver class. So that is my com.mysql.cj.jdbc.driver. This is for loading the driver, and we establish the connection using the same driver manager class using get connection method. So here we can see JDBC and MySQL is connected and the local host is provided. And why this JE project? This is because this is my database, backend database. and these are my credentials. So for inserting, as in the register page the user are entering the data which will be then stored in database, so we are using insert. So here we are inserting and we are executing the same. So the entered things will go into the database. So let's see here. So when you enter the data, it will go into the database, and you may see I have not created the table in Java, then I have created it here. This is because if I once run the project there and once again I try to run it, the error will be seen because it will give that the project is already present. That is the reason I am creating the table here and accessing it. So I have already inserted a dummy data. Let's see forward. So then after here, you see, after inserting the data, you can see here I have used request dispatcher. Here why have I used it? Because after this register page, the servlet will go helps in going to the login page, because after normally if user registers you have to log in. So here the page is getting redirected to the login page. So let's see what I have in login page. In login.html I have name control, I have a password control and a submit button, and here I am validating the login, a simple validation where we are seeing that if he is entering both the fields or not. So if he is not entering, if some person is not entering, then it gives an alert message to fill both the fields. So after login, what happens? It go to login servlet. Here a person, what happens here is the same way the connection is established and we read the data from the database and verify it if the user entered login data is present in the database which has already have the information of registered users. If it is present, we are seeing it through rs.next. If it is present, it is going to home page, otherwise it is going to error page. So after this, let's see home page. Home page is a simple page. Why have I taken it as JSP? Because in future if I want to implement something else, as this is a Java project, and if I want something to extra to get into it, so I have taken JSP for both home and error. So you can see. Now let's run the project. Here I have used Tomcat server. Now let us run it and see what's the output. So you are running on server, you are not running a Java application. As I said, it's not a standalone application. Now you are selecting the server and then you run it. Okay, run. Now if you enter some data, let's say John, and if you give some password and register. Now if you give wrong details or correct, let's find out. So now we have successfully came into home page. Now let's see the data is present or not. See, it have been here. Now what we will do is we will once again give wrong detail. So it's John, let's give 0000. See, now we get error page. So now if you give your try again, we'll go back into login page. Thank you.